Hey, good morning, movers and shakers. So I've been participating in this business mastermind group, and what it is it's a group of professionals, business owners, salespeople, self-employed people, and we meet periodically, and somebody in the group will offer up a question, a concern, an issue that they're having with their business, and the other members of the group will listen to the concern, and we will try to provide feedback, thoughts, ideas, suggestions. Hey, you might want to try this. So I've participated several times in this group, not as one of the people with the questions, but always as one of the people commenting and offering opinions. And what I didn't realize is that in all the times I participated in this process, Patrick Leask was watching me. Now, some of you might know Patrick. He's a business coach in the area. He's very analytical. He's extremely observant. He's always observing things, and he comes up with some really interesting insights on what he sees. So I'm having coffee with Patrick yesterday, and he says, "Yeah, Brian, I've been watching you." And I said, "Really? You've been watching me?" I said, "Well, what did you notice?" And he says, "Well, he goes, I'm always looking." He goes, "Because a lot of times people answer the questions," and he said, most people, we're always putting on a mask. We're always putting on our mask to show ourselves to the world in a certain way. So he says, I'm looking for how you answer the question. Is your answer for the benefit of the fact that everybody's looking at you? Are you performing? Are you altering your answer based on the fact that you're on stage? And he says, you don't do that. He says, you're very direct. You always say what you think, you say what you feel. You listen to the problem, you listen to the concern, you listen to the question, and you are trying to help. You're genuinely just saying what you think is the best solution. And when he told me that, I was honored to hear that. I felt like I had been seen, and I felt like he noticed something about me, which is, hey, Brian, I noticed that you're genuine. And then I realized that that means that he noticed that I'm trustworthy. And the fact is that everybody, whether they even realize it or not, whether they're conscious of it or not, everybody is watching all of us all of the time. Not just Patrick Leask, but everybody is watching us, and they're making these instinctual judgments on who we are and whether we're genuine and whether they can trust us. So that's what happens when Patrick Leask watches you. But what happens if Brian Wade is watching you? Oh, Pramone, you better watch out for that one. I've got a story to share. Now, I too will notice if I sense that you're genuine. That's a big one for me. If I feel like somebody's not genuine, that really, I notice that. But if Brian Wade is watching you, he will notice if your shirt is wrinkled. If Brian Wade is watching you, he will notice if you returned his phone call. That matters to me. If I call you a couple times and you're not calling me back, that matters to me. Now, what if Sam Komar happens to be watching you? Yeah. Well, I would say nobody knows what that guy's thinking, so who knows? But the fact is that people are watching you, people are watching me. And what we do when they're watching, that's where the credibility happens. That's where the credibility is built. It's about getting out in the community and becoming visible, developing our visibility, participating, using this system to participate and give ourselves visibility, as much visibility as possible. But then the credibility happens because of the visibility, and it's really more about who we really are when we're visible. Not putting on a facade, not being aware that we're visible and trying to craft some kind of opinion about, I'm this, I'm that. No, it's who are we? Do we know our business? Are we honest? Are we forthright? Are we trustworthy? Do we do unto others as we would have them do unto us? We need visibility and we need credibility to achieve profitability. So let's use this system to its maximum to achieve maximal visibility. Let's get here for open networking. Let's do the one-to-ones. Let's be on the phone with our fellow members throughout the week. Let's do video calls. Let's meet at the coffee shop. Let's maximize our visibility. But then the credibility happens, frankly, because we've got to be that person. I remember reading Stephen Covey, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People many years ago. And the one thing I remember from that book is he talked about the difference between the personality ethic, and the character ethic. And he said a lot of people try to use personality to put on a show and massage the situation, but what is your character? That's what's going to get you ahead in life. This has been your educational moment. Brian Wade, Tampa Financial Group.